I will not do a live stream unless YouTube stops screwing with me. That's all I can say. Okay, good. They're at least being fair. One watching? Very nice. Let's get that chat hopping. And then I'll do my open, and then I will provide some content. Actually, I'm going to get that ready right now. I'll get my content ready right now, which is the newest feature I've kind of figured out. They actually let me use it, which is sweet. Screen share option is a very effective tool. It's a very effective tool for spreading information. It's a very effective tool. And I suggest that anyone else there who's following what's actually going on in the world and has information to share and has a YouTube channel, or even if you just have like a web page, you could even do a here is what a lot of folks don't know is that you can actually do a YouTube channel and you don't have to show your face. You could just come up with a name. You could call yourself, Spider-Man 21358 or whatever. And then you can just post like video pictures of things and not even share your voice. Just go boom, click, boom, and put all that stuff. Click, share it live. Even I can show you how to do it. And I'm terrible at this stuff. Even I can show you how to do that. I heard that FLS 360. I got hit for a Vio. Yeah. I was going for it. I was trying to be Blackie. FLS 360 me down for a Vio, I guess. But I was just trying to be making fun of Blackie because he couldn't get on or he was like bored or something. And I was like, I'll just be, oh no. What it was is two of the good Blackie and I think it was maybe Ben and, someone, Joan or someone else or whatever was in my channel. I'm like, oh, just be Blackie because I don't care. Let's see if I get banned. Let's see if I get banned. Apparently I did. I don't check. I don't know. I'm allowed to go live. Anyway, let's get on with the show. This is a very important show. Here's what we're going to do. Adam for Christ, hello. Thank you very much. We need Christ more than ever right now, and I believe I'm with him. And when I say with him, I don't mean with Adam for Christ. I mean the only one true Son of God. Because if you guys know what I know, which most of you do, and yet I go on the internet and talk about it. So let's get into it. Here we go. By the way, welcome to JB Rant's channel. We cover conspiracies, we cover current events, we cover economics, politics, geopolitics, spiritual issues, and basically anything else socio-economical and interpersonal if folks decide to go in that direction. So that's all welcome here. Troll. Pretty quick recovery there. Sorry about that. You hit one wrong button and you're fucked. Oh, do you want to pause and review everything you've ever done on the internet? No. So what we cover here is current events, spirituality. What? Hey, where is the X? No, I'm here. I'm back. That was just me hitting some wrong buttons. So let's check this stuff out. Don't watch my show if you don't want to watch my show. Okay? Don't watch it. Hello, Della. I'll do shoutouts FLS, Adam for Christ. We already did that. I did a sloppy intro. Alec Whittier has joined us. Blackie Fitzpatrick in the house. Blackie Fitzpatrick in the house. I remember, it's funny, I thought of no homo. In my mind, I thought of Alec Whittier, the Blackie Fitzpatrick, Alec Whittier the other night, because when I had that 4-day flu, I did not have the corona. It was like a stomach flu. It was really, 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 really bad. I was on the floor on the bed, but like floored for about 4 days. Puke. 15 minutes later, puke, drink some water. Oh, good, I get some water down. Puke it up. For 4 days, I lost a lot of weight. That's probably why I look pretty good. So, whatever. That undid all the Burger King over the years, I suppose. All right, so let's check out some of the shit. Do I want to do my mental stuff first or the video share stuff first? All right, let's do the mental stuff first. I am very, very concerned. I am very, very concerned about the coronavirus, not about the coronavirus. As I just said, I just got out of bed from today's Monday. I recovered on Saturday. I caught something last Tuesday. Missed 4 days of work. In bed, writhing in pain, puking every, 15 minutes, just no food, like nothing. Can I take water? Yes. Can I take water? Yes. It was a really, really horrible time. Knives in the stomach, like just rolling, and all you can do is lie in pain because you can't sleep. That kind of sickness doesn't let you sleep. It's like you just lie. Like I was laying with my hands at my sides and my feet straight up, with my eyes looked up at the ceiling. It's like, when is this going to be over? When is this going to be over? When is this going to be over? And it was over about 3 days later. I got a bad stomach bug, but it was not the coronavirus. Totally different symptoms from the fucking Karachi corona, the Karani, as James Munder. If anyone doesn't watch James, I think I've seen Adam for Christ at James Munder's channel. He calls it the Karachi, the Karani, the Corona. He's hilarious. But it was really, really horrible. Adam for Christ, do you watch James Munder? Am I right? Or am I right? Got some good Alex support up in here. Good to see you still licking Alec. And then he corrected himself. Nice job. Indiana Jones has joined us. Yeah, that was weird. I had to reboot my computer. All right, so let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. What they're going for, essentially, is a financial reset that was already going to happen. The United States dollar, the dollar, that you hold in your pocket and that I hold in my pocket, or in your bank account, or my bank accounts, are worth nothing and have been worth nothing since before I was born and since before you were born. And I don't care if you're 65 fucking years old. I don't care. I don't care. The dollar's been worthless for a long time. So the reset has been baked into the cake of this funny money currency scheme that they've been doing that we all think is called the getting rich off of the dollar. Get all those dollars, get all those dollars. Get as many fucking dollars as you can. Get that money, bro. Get that money, bro. Get that cash, bro. Show me that green, bro. Show me that green, bro. Okay. Well, 2 weeks from now, bro, go show me that fall leaf on the ground with a piece of dog shit on it. Roll it up and hand it to me and go, "This is money, bro. This is money, bro." I'm going to be like, "Yeah, it is." And that's what it always was. A dog turd rolled up in a fucking fallen leaf. It's worthless. And no one knows that. A lot of people know it, but a lot of folks don't want to talk about it because it makes them uncomfortable because they have things such as mortgages, they have things such as rent, they have things such as utility payments. We have things such as mortgages. We have things such as utility payments. We have things such as cell phone payments. We have things such as we have to pay our public services, ambulances showing up when someone gets critically sick. You call 911. What happens when you pick up the phone and the phone doesn't work? Why doesn't the phone work? Well, no one has a landline anymore, so just use your cell phone. Okay. Oh, the cell phone doesn't work. Fuck. How can we call 911? Someone run down to let's say you live in a small town. Let's say you live in a small town. Someone run down to the police station. Johnny, Sally, and Susie. You three stick together and you run to the police station and the fire and say, "We need some help. Someone fell and they can't move." "Okay, Mom. Okay, Dad." And they run and they run and they run and they go to the police station. And all the police folks and the fire folks are going, "Why don't our phones work? Why don't our phones work? How are we supposed to protect anything if our phones don't work? What the fuck are we gonna? Why is the internet down? We can't even get there's an answer. Call the emergency line. The emergency line's down." Get ready for this in the next 2 weeks to 3 weeks in certain, not all, but certain areas. Not all, but certain areas. I think they're going to let it get to catastrophic levels in certain areas, and then they're going to act and bring in the full force of all kinds of like, here comes the government, here comes Trump. Everyone knows I'm a Trump supporter, but he does run the government, and the government's been there for a long time, long before him. And I've been screaming about the government and how they were going to do this for since I was 19, 14 years. And here it is. At least in its first phase, as I see it. What happens next? We've already seen the initial food runs. They've gone for toilet paper. Everyone all the time. It's a national story. Toilet paper's gone. And then I went to I actually shot a video. I didn't upload it, but I shot a video. It's like, yes, the toilet paper is gone. So that's true. I just didn't upload it because everyone made a bunch of those videos, and it's like, okay, I predicted this crap, fucking, no pun intended, so many years ago. I'm not gonna be the one that's like, I'll just let everyone else prove my point and let all the stragglers come back to JB decades and decades later if they still keep the internet up. I'm curious as to how everyone out there is feeling and what's going on. Let's go to the chat. Indiana Jones, 1953 here, FLS. FLS 360 in 74, I was 14. FLS 360, government. Indiana Jones, FLS quit, LOL. I'm reading the chat backwards. Kiwi lover, hello Kim. Oh, that means Kim is here somewhere. So, the whole point of this, folks, is I am extremely comfortable in a lockdown situation, but it is a lockdown situation. If this doesn't get any worse, I'm going to be just fine. But it's the normies out there that I'm worried about, because little changes in their daily lives, they could go nuts and we could start seeing things. But for me right now in a small town, it's super creepy. It's creepy as fuck. No cars. All the restaurants downtown are closed. I don't know how those people are paying their rent. I don't know how they're going to stay open. I don't know if everything is just if it's going to be a couple weeks or whatever. And then they have to go in and rebuild and who knows what the cost of reopening a restaurant is, because you have to account for food contamination. It can only last a certain period of time. You gotta redo everything and re-sterilize everything and bring in all new produce and this and that. That's going to require government grants and things like that. Food and medicine is the first thing. Food and medicine is the first thing. Let me say that again. Not law enforcement. Food and medicine is the first thing. Restaurants, grocery stores, food and medicine is the first thing. Not law enforcement. Law enforcement are just basically bullies in high school, most of them. I'm not saying there aren't good cops. Maybe there's a good cop out there. Maybe I'm just saying there's a couple good police officers out there, like good-hearted individuals who wanted to serve their own citizens and protect their citizenry. And they're not just sociopath douchebags who are total losers in high school who failed at everything and therefore they became a law enforcement officer. I'm not saying that's the truth, which it is, but just get some basic groceries and just like everyone else is doing, shelter in place. Things are weird everywhere. I have to read the chat. FLS 360, correct, 100%. But the weird thing is, it's a very, very strong play by, and I'm not saying this is a New World Order play. I'm in the same boat as everyone. This is a global event that hit everyone all at once. It's easy to analyze something when it happens to a certain group at a certain time for a certain reason. It's not easy for someone like JB Rants to analyze a global event that, although I've pontificated about, thought about, predicted, and anticipated, to actually see it happen. And this is what it is. Has anyone seen that the rats, the giant rats taking over New Orleans, New York, and California? Because all the bars and restaurants are closed. We're talking Friday nights. We're talking Thursday nights after work, Thursday. We're talking Sunday afternoons. All the bars and everything is closed on the most popular. And what happens is restaurants, they have people chopping vegetables and cutting meat, making meals and doing restaurant, and things have to get thrown out, and rats tend to eat out of the dumpsters. The dumpsters are empty, so the rats have moved into the streets. There are thousands of videos on YouTube of the giant rats on the streets of New Orleans and probably every city. New York, certain cities in California. Kiwi Lover says, EUB. Kiwi Lover, look them up. Look up the videos. Just type in rats taking over New Orleans and just watch. Because the restaurants usually throw out a lot of food, and the rats, naturally, they eat out of the dumpsters. Dumpsters are empty. So the rats are wandering the streets. And since the streets are empty, the rats are just like, well, this is our shit now. It's the craziest thing. It it looks like the apocalypse. Next news break in a few hours or tomorrow. JB Rants.